those who are abused. The Earth Mother hears the cry of the land. She hears the cry of all persecuted creatures, the rejected, and you are especially blessed for your work. Her name of Tara, will be the Mary Magdalene. Thank you. There's a very loving lady. You do all sorts of work. You don't advertise. They don't realise what you do. You do so much. And it's nice that it's now openly acknowledged. Here's a lady of the sheep. Your great blessing is that you're in communion with those spiritual powers of the sheep which will bring through. So it makes your work a pleasure. People like working for the environment, cleaning up a beach, because they feel they're in touch with nature spirits. So that's a lovely gift. Here's a lady of the well of wisdom. You bring your wisdom to us all. That is so important. We're going to hear your oracle later. Thanks. So now, with great pleasure, I honour Sean, Grand Knight Commander of the Noble Order of Tara and of so many other wonderful orders. And I hand over to you now with all my blessing.
Thank you, Lady Olivia. May I just say that it is a great honour to be asked by Lady Olivia to be the celebrant of this ceremony, and I do it humbly and as instructed by our Hierophant and great Chancellor. And thank you for all attending so far. As the goddesses have been invoked, I now invoke the great god Lu of the silver arm, who received the sword of light through ordeal. Be here now and bless our ceremony.
So mote it be.
So mote it be. Do you accept our grand design, dedicated to the goddess to protect and preserve the earth and all its creatures?
I can do.
So be it.
So be it. Then know of the 4 treasures of the Tuatha Dé Danann. These are the 4 sacred elements of the earth, and they will be revealed to you. But have you got the faith and courage to face initiation?
The blessing of the goddess of earth, I have.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
The 4 treasures of the Tuatha Dé Danann were brought here in many ancient times. The gods and goddesses of Era and the mother goddess Danu came from the clouds out of the heavens upon 4 cities. These cities were Faulius, Gorius, Murius, and Phineus. The ancient legend of this has been kept alive by our megalithic order, whose bards have conveyed this story by the spoken word. In more recent times, Christian monks committed this story, some of the words, in Latin script, in Laur Gavala Erin. Now they believed that the deities of the kings and queens of Ireland were the names of the Danann, and the Dananns brought the Leofáil to Era, the stone of destiny. It is very important to realise that our connection with the Earth Mother, that all kings and queens must be enthroned upon a stone such as that, the Leofáil or stone of destiny, for without that their rulership has no authority. The Dananns brought the Leofáil to Era. In Egypt, this is the throne of Isis. In Era, it is the Leofáil, the stone of destiny, governed by the goddess Tara or Tia. Behold, our own Leofáil, the capstone of our altar. The sword of light was brought from Gorius by the Dananns. It is the symbol of power, and although the knight wields it, it has the fires in it from the humble apples, the golden apples of Tir na Nog, that is bestowed by the maiden. It is the serpent of power that is wielded by the knight and rises in the spine of every true knight and dame. From Urius in the sky, the Dananns brought the cauldron of plenty, which in verity is fertility itself. And from the earth's atmosphere, it gives us the life force of crops and of water. This is the grail of the mysteries, and it is the reception of mystical consciousness. And in our priory, it is represented by this font of water over here. The spear of destiny came from the starry Phineas. It was first yielded and wielded by Lu and by Nuada of the silver arm. But now it is with our Father God, the Dagda, and not for humans. It is represented by the meteorites and by the glow of these candles and our rising incense smoke. But it also gives us warmth and light and the fragrance to all. I have now shared with you the mysteries of the four treasures of the Dananns. I have to ask you, why do you seek them? Why do you wish to attain to them?
I seek to attain to them as I wish to restore the Bealtaine fires to my land, the hill of Bel, and I wish also to continue to bring blessing to the well of Cortan, blessed and reawakened in ceremony within the past year.
Very well. Anyone else?
I wish to reopen the sacred ancient paths and ways. I wish to reawaken consciousness in the community of the sacredness of the land through the stories and mythology of this land which I tell. And on a practical level, I wish to clean on a regular basis the beach at Chancellor Point, where much debris gets washed up from shipwrecks, a place referred to by Ptolemy as the Sacred Cape.
Very honourable. Do you wish to share?
Yes, I wish to keep the dolmen stone clean and tidy, and so that people can go in and have meditation and peace in there, and so that they can get in touch with the ancient way. So.
Beautiful. Mary, do you wish to?
I wish to help to clean up the river in my local park in the Ward Valley in Swords, and also to help children realise that they too can do their piece to help the environment, to clean it up and to become more aware of the small things that we do to make big change.
Most honourable. I see that you have been prepared well by sacred vigil, and that you have meditated in the Holy of Holies, and the Goddess has granted to you vision and shared her vocation with you. So I judge you ready. Let the ordeal of water begin. We will symbolically use the chalice as our symbol of water, the cauldron of water, the font of life. From the depths of the earth comes the light. From the primeval waters comes life. Behold, Excalibur, given to me from the Lady of the Lake. To reach Excalibur, you must cross water by leaping over it. If you could symbolically now step over the water and return to your places.
Do we have to jump over it? Or
Yes, please, if you can. But be careful.
Probably nothing over.
Very good.
We had to do this in a well in our case, instead of making one. Halfway. Yeah.
Reverend Maureen, could you attend in these, please, as the exemplar for this part of the ceremony, and I can share it then with everybody, a piece for each one. I assure you it won't be.
What do I have to do?
If you just come here for a moment,
Yeah.
and I'm going to ask you a question, which is simply, which do you choose, the scabbard or the sword?
Scabbard.
Very well. Why do you choose the scabbard?
Well, I asked the goddess guidance for the strength to do it properly and do it right.
Very good. That is a very good way to choose. For the sword of light resides in the scabbard, which is the womb of the goddess. And it has upon it rubies and magical gems that give virtue to the blade. You have chosen well. You take the scabbard. Do you promise to protect the homes of humans, beasts, birds, and all creatures, and the lakes and rivers and forests?
I do.
By the grace of Brigid, you do.
By the grace of Brigid, I do.
Very well. I declare that you are Dindrain, the sister of Galahad, and Dame of the She. You have achieved the Grail. Drink of the spring. Thank you. You may return to your place. Drink of the spring. Drink of the spring. Drink of the spring. Let the ordeal of earth be undertaken. Reverend Deirdre, may you assist me with this part of the ceremony? Very well. That's good. In order to achieve the rock of rulership, you require strength and will. Which do you choose? You have the scabbard. You require the sword. I will now ask you to redeem the sword and symbolically remove this stone of thought that is holding it to the capstone. Please retrieve it and bring it to me.
You wish the capstone?
Take the capstone away and then bring the sword to me. Very good. Behold, Tolib, sword of warrior queen Grania Whale, queen of Connacht. Do you promise that you will face all opposition and that you will endure against oppression and defend the earth?
With the blessings of Tara, I shall endure to the end.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Return the sword to the capstone.
Push the capstone back on top.
Yes. And to conclude this part of the ceremony, take in your hand this stone so that it may always be with you when you require patience and endurance. Take the stone in your hand so that it will be with you to endure with patience and to have endurance. Take the stone in your hand so that you may have patience and endurance. Take the stone in your hand so that you may have patience and endurance. It is needful now that the candidate faces the ordeal of fire. I give the universal sign of the Druids. Let the ordeal of fire begin. Again, may the candidates leap the fire and return to their place one by one. Very well. Reverend Mary, will you assist me with this part of the ceremony? From Gorius, the sword of light was brought, and this is the sword of light of the Maureen, that bestows the energy in all the priesthood and knighthood. Do you venerate our goddess and the gods and goddesses of all truths upon the face of this earth in light and truth?
I do honour all beings of light, and I do honour.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
And so may Gabura descend upon you with the sword of the Archangel Michael. Return the sword to the capstone of the altar. That's fine. Very good. And to conclude, may the fire of the goddess Morrigan descend through your body, and may it shine through you like the sun. May the sword of light of the goddess Morrigan descend through your body and shine through you like the sun. May the sword of light of the goddess Morrigan descend upon you and through your body and shine through you like the sun. May the light of the sword of the goddess Morrigan descend upon you and shine through your body like the light of the sun. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
The final ordeal is the ordeal of the element of air. And I would ask the Reverend Cait to assist me for the final part. Strength is not enough. Skill is required to understand the mysteries of the stone of the spear of destiny. Draw the sword through the flame of each of these candles without putting out. Symbolic. Thank you. You have done well. Is your mind and heart open to recognize the divine spirit when it blows upon you and to honestly accept it?
With Danu's wisdom, may I learn to do so.
Very good. You have already been anointed by Olivia. Let's conclude. I anoint you with this holy oil. May its fragrance extend through the whole of your body. May your hands, mind, and heart be in harmony. Now, just to conclude, have you your sword? Wow, that's a fine sword. What is the name of your sword?
The name of my sword is Muscal on Fáine Nua, Awakening of the New Dawn.
How beautiful. Awakening of the New Dawn. I declare that the Reverend Cait has duly passed the ordeals of the treasures of the Tuatha Dé Danann and has been accepted into our chivalric order. And with this oil, I consecrate your sword so that it may empower the spiritual values of love and honor, courage and compassion. You may return. I will now proceed with the accolade. You can remain, Cait. the name of the goddess, this sword of light. May the light be with it, through it, and about it, in Tara's name. Please kneel before the altar. In the name of the goddess, whose attributes are love, beauty, and truth, our goddess, Dana and Tara, Tara who is the patron of our chivalric order. Goddess, give our candidate, the Reverend Dame Cait, strength, but that she may undertake great enterprises and that she may have the endurance to see them to glorious conclusion. Accordingly, by virtue of the power vested in me by our great Chancellor, Lady Olivia Robertson, at the court of Stratloch, I create, constitute, and install you Dame of the Noble Order of Tara. Arise, Dame Cait. Accordingly, and symbolically, I invest you with the sash and garter, cestus of Branigan. May your heart be ever protected by this insignia. Accept this cloak, which has the dreams of the world upon it. May ever your dreams be greater than the accomplishment thereof. I crown you with this chapeau, this beautiful chapeau, so that it may assist you to control your passions and work for the beautiful earth. I grant to you this ring as a symbol of the union with the goddess. And finally, I gird you with this sword, your own consecrated sword, so that it may give you the protection and the strength of the god Lu forevermore.
So motion be.
And now, Deirdre, you please kneel before the altar. Accordingly, I create, constitute, and install you Dame of the Noble Order of Tara. Arise, Dame Deirdre. Oh, Deirdre, apologies. And again, I symbolically invest you with the sash and the garter of the order, the garter symbolic of the cestus of Brigid or Aphrodite, and may it protect and cover your heart evermore. You are clothed with the cloak of the goddess, the dreams of the world. May your dreams ever be greater than their accomplishment. And you are crowned with the chapeau of the order to assist you to control your passions and to work endlessly and tirelessly for your vocation. Also, the ring I place this ring upon your finger, symbolic of your union with the goddess. And I gird you with this sword. May the sword protect you, your own consecrated sword. May the fire of Lu be ever with you evermore. Maureen, please kneel. I create, constitute, and install you Dame of the noble order of Tara. Arise, Dame Maureen. I symbolically invest you with the sash and garter of the order. May this insignia ever protect your heart. I clothe you with the cloak of the goddess that has the dreams of the world in it. May your dreams ever be greater than their accomplishment. I crown you with the chapeau so that it may assist you with the control of your passions and to work tirelessly towards your vocation for the goddess and for the earth. I place upon your finger this amethyst ring, symbolizing your union with the goddess, and I gird you with this sword, with the strength, your own consecrated sword, with the strength of Lu, to protect you evermore. And Mary. I create, constitute, and install you, Dame of the noble order of Tara. Arise, Dame Mary. I symbolically invest you with the insignia, the sash and garter cestus of Brigid. May it ever protect your heart, working for the goddess and the planet. I clothe you with the cloak of the goddess that possesses the dreams of the world. May your dreams be ever greater than their accomplishment. I crown you with the chapeau of the order, so it may aid you to protect control your own passions and to work towards your aims that you feel so passionate about. I place upon your finger this ring, symbolic of your union with the goddess, and I gird you with this sword. And I gird you with the sword, your own consecrated sword, and may Lu protect you evermore.
So much agree.
What can I say? I welcome you all to the chivalric order. I hope you have enjoyed the ceremony, and I think in order to conclude it, I think our great Chancellor is going to lead us in procession to the main temple of Isis, where we may receive vision at a later stage. But for the moment, that concludes our ceremony in our sacred Abbey.
Blessed be.
Blessed
Blessed
be.
be.
Friends, now let us make procession. I think it looks dignified 2 by 2. You can lead, I'll lead with you.
Very well.
So hot I took this off.
That's very hot.
Let us go to the theatre where we'll meet our friends and prepare, get ready and relax for our next ceremony. Laura, Robert,
and rough arrogant. Light of the starry skies of the silver wheel. May it aid me in my work. May it light the way before me. Give me clarity, strength of purpose, and truth. May I pray.
The mayor.